Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to create an LCD screen for your G19 keyboard provided by Logitech or your Razer DeathStalker LCD. First thing you're going to need is a software called AIDA64. You're going to need to download the AIDA64 PC benchmark software. You could either share it with other people from various sites or you could buy it for $40. Now another thing you're going to want is fraps if you want a frames per second counter such as I have right there in the yellow. Fraps will then need to be Google searched and downloaded. You again have to either pay for fraps or you get a trial version, or you could share it using various other sites. Along with AIDA64 software, you will need a template to start off. I will provide my personal template via MediaFire, as it is free and does not require all the shenanigans of most sites. Simply just download on the link and it will start to download. Once it is finished downloading, you can then proceed onto the software of AIDA64. Within the software, you're going to need to go to File and Preferences. Underneath General, just make sure the standard output is all checked. Like you're going to want to start up and start minimize and all that fun stuff. After that, to start creating your template, you're going to need to go down to the Hardware Monitoring tab, then LCD. Within LCD, you're going to need to enable it for your Logitech keyboard, or if you had Razer installed, it'll be for Razer, and then go to LCD items. Now, I do suggest having the template stored within the installation folder of AIDA64 as it is part of it. And then therefore, if your downloads ever get deleted, you won't have the template deleted just by accident. Now, after that, you're going to want to go to import and import the template after locating it via wherever it's located at. Now, to simply go through it, you got your first up is the image. Now this image says Everest because that is what the software used to actually be called. This template can now be swapped out with different images of a quick Google search. Even if you go to Google and you want something quite different, you could easily go something like AIDA64 LCD templates images, and voila, you got various different ones. The only issue is if it's filled with numbers and images, you can't exactly be using that one as it is the image. You're going to want something blank that you could fill in what you want. Now, after downloading an image that you would rather have as your template, or just simply sticking with my template, you can proceed on to the remainder. The first two here is download and upload. That is located here and here. If you double click your download, you could actually switch what it is by going sensor items, which will give you full control of, say, the spacing between your actual name of what you're sensing and then what its value is, and also control the colors of each one of your units, the value of what it's at, and the text of what it is. Now, a simple sensor is simply just the name and the sensing value. It is all one color and you're not able to space out the name to the how much of whatever it is. So say if it was your memory usage, you can't space out your name RAM and percentage of the memory usage. There's static labels. Static labels are simply a plain Jane label. You could say shenanigans if you really wanted to. Change its style, that color, and change its text style, bolded, italic it. It's very simple. And text size and your distance and depth. From a shadow, if you put a shadow underlay on it to add some cool effects. Image, again, that's even to add in other images. So if you want, say, a NVIDIA logo or an AMD logo to be on top of your template, you can upload the image. The graphs quite simply are a graph. If you want a CPU clock graph over, say, a minute span, Everything's very basic. I don't think I'm going to need to get too much in depth. Same with gauges. It's all basic. Now, for something like changing the i5, say you got an i7 or it's AMD and you want to change it, scrolling down until you see the static name i5, double click it, and you can simply change it. Now say you changed it to AMD whatever 97 something something and hit OK. You can see how it overlaps it. Make sure the AMD is highlighted and you can start messing with your arrows and moving it. Now I'm pretty well at the edge of my image that I want to be at, right? But it's still overlapping. So now I'm going to want to change its size. Size is just simply with the text size. Change it down to 10. Well, you could quite see it now. It is marginally smaller than the rest, but it's there. Also, we have the uptime and time. Time simply is your clock, very useful. Your uptime's the time as which your computer's been running. We have the RAM and the RAM percentage. Everything can be found all throughout the bar at the bottom. CPU cores, all their temperatures, the percentage in use, the overall CPU load percentage, the overall temperature. I have this here as water temp. I've made that simply somewhere underneath my i5 CPU, water temp, right there. It was simply a sensor item. I labeled it as water temperature. It's in my optimal to temperature probe, and what that is in my water cooling loop. I just got a temperature probe within my water cooling loop, so it's reading at 24 degrees. It's very handy to me personally. You might not. You could simply even delete it by hitting the delete key if you feel the need. Then there is GPU fan, GPU RAM load, everything that you're going to need for a basic 1 GPU CPU setup for your LCD on the Razer or Logitech keyboard. Now, here's another thing. To enable Fraps, after installing Fraps, you're going to want to run it and locate it if that happens to be in your notification tray. Set it up the way you want it to be set up. Disable the overlay if you need, because it is going to be in your LCD screen, and that's basically it. You could look through the rest of the settings if you really want, but that's all you're going to need for now, and then minimize it. Now once you want to enable a Fraps, either just keeping what I have there or moving it, it's located at the very bottom of my template personally, unless you're making your own, and you could find it underneath a simple sensor or even a sensor item, and you're going to want to scroll down to basically midway, right before temperatures, and it's just simply called Fraps. Change the text height, the text style, your color, if you want to bold it, label it, and label your units. The units basically probably just want to leave, and the label you want to leave. It's all very basic. And with the arrow keys, move it around to where you want to move it, and there you go. You got a Fraps frames per second counter for when a game is loaded. It will be displaying your frames per second. Not only will Fraps work in-game, but it does also work in Google Chrome, guaranteed. Internet Explorer and Firefox, I'm not too sure of myself, but as you can see on the website, there is no Fraps counter, as I did hide that overlay. But on my keyboard, it is telling me my frame rate a second. And well, that is it, guys. I'm not too sure what else I need to say besides, after you're done manipulating the layout of what you like to how you like it, and throwing in stuff and throwing out stuff, you can simply hit OK, and voila, go into your settings of the keyboard. Logitech, I know personally, is with the arrow keys on the keyboard and navigating to the AIDA logo and hitting OK on that, and it will pop up on your LCD. And yeah, that's pretty well it, guys. I've just been editing the video for a little bit now and realized I need more of a thank you here at the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching. This has been my first upload / creation tutorial video. I do appreciate you watching it to the very end. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and don't forget to leave in the comments below your questions, concerns, and anything else. I'll try my best to answer them all. Thank you very much, guys, and enjoy.